We're continuing with the questions and answer. Matthias from Germany. I don't understand. What are the four phases? What do they have to do with the world?
It's a simple question. If we're talking a simple answer, if we're talking
Schematically.
schematically, four phases. Everything in the world, everything in spirituality in our world is divided to the same structure of four phases, and the first phase, Shoresh, which like
The
five
root.
five parts altogether. So Bet M, according to this, we have five worlds: אצילות, אינסוף, אצילות, בריאה, יצירה ועשייה. Okay, אינסוף, אצילות, בריאה, יצירה ועשייה. Each one of them is corresponded to one of the phases, from Shoresh to the last phase. And there's still plenty of things inside of it, but shortly, this is the answer.
Yes, this is. We will see how the worlds are going on. World is not what we imagine, like in Avatar or Matrix or who knows where. Films, movies. It's these are concealments. As we said, each phase, and then we will speak about the partsuf, the spiritual structure, and we will see that each phase is like a concealment. It's another perception of reality, and we will see that when we're speaking about the extraction of this system of partsuf, this will be called the world of Adam Kadmon. It will be the first, like the second world. Okay. Then we will speak about how in this system of desires that we cannot correct at the beginning are created other worlds like Atzilut, Bria, Yetzirah, and Asiyah, and these worlds are divided into two systems of purity and of impurity, like desires that we can correct and not correct. And we will see that all of this is a development, but each thing which is developed, it's like fractals, So as Leo said, each thing is, you will see correspondence to the four phases, which are like the preliminary elements. And the worlds are corresponding to these elements. And we have Pena from Sofia, and she's asking, can we make an analogy with the force of gravitation, the sun and the planets that circle around it, or with the proton and the electrons, like if we're speaking about the four phases and the root? It would be better not to do these analogies, because if I would say, it's like the atom, it's like the proton, it's like the solar system, okay, I'm calm, everything is, it's good. I understand the four phases. The four phases is are the last attainment, because it's the most highest attainment. And even when the Kabbalists are attaining them, they're attaining them from the world of Atzilut. It's not something like this. They attain it in the connection between us, in the relationship of the entire vessel with the Creator. This is how they attain it. They attain the thoughts of the Creator. This is the most highest level. So we will see that when we will go below what is called the second tzimtzum, we will begin to get confused. And now it seems that this goes up, this goes down. Yes, because it's very far away from us. And when we will begin to speak from the second tzimtzum and below, you will see that we're not understanding nothing. Why? Because this begins to be very close to us, to our desire, to our system, and this is when we will begin to be more confused. But what I want to say is that the purpose of the study, we always need to go back to this, and this is how we need to prepare ourselves to the lesson. Otherwise, we will try to be, knowledgeable with the analogies, like in university, and we're here to correct our desires and to attain the Creator. So let's not forget it. Peter from Germany, the fourth phase meets far-reaching decisions here. Yeah, she's doing.
Needs what? The fourth phase?
Yeah. Very far-reaching decisions here. It has an individuality, a self-consciousness when she's, let's say, deciding to do a tzimtzum, for instance.
When we're talking about the four phases, when we're talking about the four phases, all of them together, actually, when we're talking about the whole Yerida,
The whole descent.
the whole descent from Ein Sof to our world, we're talking about progress which happens unconsciously. The creator is taking the will to receive and just unconsciously no, my English is not so good this morning. בונה אותו,
Yes, it builds it,
construct it. So the question is, the answer is that there is no like free will to this four phase.
But these discernments that the creature is feeling, now I feel shame, now I feel tzimtzum. These are feelings, and these feelings, like the state of the light, more discernment, the state of the light and the state of the vessel, are engraved in the Reshimo. And then this is all a preparation, the preparation of the world. It's like a womb, and then the fetus, let's call it like this, the soul of Adam Arishon, and then the shattering to all of these desires, and then our existence. It's all so that we will, when we will ascend from bottom to up, we will begin to pass these states, but now with our free will, with our consciousness, with our real decisions. He, from up below, has built the system, the whole path, route that we will need to go through, and now we're able to pass it. This is why, and it's so hard to believe, when the Kabbalists are saying that the person, he must believe that all of the worlds, all of the existence, this is what Baal Sulam says in the introduction to Zohar, everything was created for me, for the Adam, for the person. All of the of what you grasp and cannot perceive, all of the spiritual world is only for you, Peter, to adhere to the Creator. Would you believe it? Yes, this is what you need to believe, and it's all inside of you. Jorge, from Spain.
Good.
Nature created us as egoists. And nature will heal us, passing from the desires to receive to the desire to bestow, altruism. The equivalence of the form, the altruism. This is maybe why he created us all the opposite.
There's a question here?
No, just an affirmation. Zeca from Portugal. How and when can we receive the light? If we restrict the entry of the light, how can we advance?
So this is what we started to learn in the fourth lesson. This is a question from the third lesson. Can we continue with the work of the Masach? This is how we call it in English, Masach, like
Masach,
this, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's move on to Rosie from UK. Why can't we feel the Creator now, like the creature did in phase 1?
Why can't we?
Yes. I'll tell you, Rosie, because really, the creature in phase 1, what does he feel? What does it feel? The Creator? Or just a fulfillment? It feels, it's something, it's good for me, I feel a certain kind of pleasure. Really? Does he feel anything? Like I don't know, small taste. He doesn't know even what's there in this taste. He doesn't have any discernment. It's like, we gave the example, going in a supermarket, Lior, and then he saw this lady with a cheese, and he's eating. It has tastes, but if he knew that this lady was, I don't know, the Queen of England, and she's giving him this cheese, and she's loving him, and wow, he would appreciate so much the cheese, not for the taste, but for the greatness of the giver, the relationship between them. So, but in the first phase, you don't have almost nothing, only the discernment that, wow, I get pleasure from receiving, and then the first and real development is when it feels the Creator. And this is a good cue to finish the clip.